Hi guys, Taylor Ray here, co-host of the 1P vs. 2P podcast. I'm here today with an unboxing of Hotline Miami, the Gamers Edition. Thanks for watching. I kind of wanted to give you a bit of a background about what exactly this thing is that you're about to watch. So this is the Hotline Miami Gamers Edition. And it was created from this website, from gamersedition.com. And basically it's in collaboration with this like merchandise producer called Idea Planet. And they've done like a lot of promotional stuff like mock-ups and swag merchandising for clients like Disney, Activision, Microsoft, Gearbox. And they supply it to different manufacturers in the UK and the US. So it's all organized and produced by them. And what they've done lately, as far as I know, I believe it's just from last year, they've started to reach out to indie developers like the maker of Papers, Please, and of course Hotline Miami as well, to see if they can get a sort of like side crowdfunding campaign to get like a limited edition created exclusively for these indie titles that may not have had like a major retail boxed release before. If you can recall, Hotline Miami actually wasn't put in a retail box. It was sold through a lot of online stores like Steam and PSN as well, and Papers, Please as well. So this is sort of like the collector's version of these titles, if you will, of these indie games. All right, so without further ado, we're gonna unbox this thing. I've also already taken the liberty of already getting rid of the saran wrap and show you exactly what this is. One of the first things you'll notice about this box, you'll see the Hotline Miami logo, and then of course the PEGI 18 rating, and which tells you that this was produced in the UK and then also sold and distributed in the US. However, it's not available in Australia because of this of a ratings issue. So they actually put out a disclaimer saying they will not sell this to any Australian buyers. But the PEGI 18 rating is like the UK's ESRB equivalent for rating games. So for instance, like here we have E for everyone, T for T, M for mature. They have more age ratings. One of the other things you'll also notice is a sticker on the bottom which tells you how many total units were released. And of course, the exact number, if you weren't able to read that, was 2,161, and I have number 2,037. So that little sticker, I guess, tells you that it's truly authentic. All right. Also, you'll notice some of the major outlets sort of reviewing Hotline Miami as well, just some typical promotional material you'll see in box art, and of course, like a little kind of diabolical slogan there. All right. So let's box it. Like I said, I already removed the saran wrap, so it's just like a slide cover out. And from their website, I have my iPad over here on the side, and I kind of want to like tell you what to expect in this box because this is kind of like a nondescript box, except with the little Gamers Edition logo off to the side. So what this includes is a lot of stuff, okay? So not only does it include the game itself, so it's a Hotline Miami 2 Special Edition Steam Key, the Hotline Miami 1 Steam Key, a DVD of trailer footage, Hotline Miami 1 and 2 game disc, and a booklet designed by Dennaton, which would be one of the developers and producers behind the Hotline Miami series. Both of those games are DRM free, which is kind of handy. And also a mixtape by Dennaton, a trade paperback of the Hotline Miami 2 comic by Dayjob Studio, pack of 5 Cameo trading cards designed by Dennaton, 50 Blessings spray paint stencil, that would be this stencil that you see on the front of this box, and a custom art card by Dennaton. And this entire package is only $60. And of course, shipping was extra, and they said all along that their estimated delivery was December of 2015, and it did not ship until the beginning of this year. Okay, so right away, here's what you see. Like I described here, we have a mixtape. Hold it up closer to the camera here. That just says side A and side B. So if you are still a proud owner of a Sony Walkman, you can play this hipster little cassette player to enjoy some of the amazing soundtracks of Hotline Miami 1 and 2, which is pretty incredible, I have to say. And if you haven't listened to it, if you're watching this video, just stop right now and pull up some music from that stuff. The other thing you'll notice, I believe this is is this the art book? Okay, so right away you see the box art, so to speak, of Hotline Miami 1 and 2 wrong number. And actually, no, this is the DVD case. Okay, so this is the slipcover that you saw here, and then here is some pretty amazing gruesome art that you see on the insert on the front and back as well. That's pretty awesome. Okay, flipping it over, here's what we have. Okay, we have the DVD and a little booklet here. It looks like they're 2 DVDs. So looks like we have, I can't read it upside down, so I'll read it to you. So one is Hotline Miami and Hotline Miami 2, and the other one includes trailers. All right, so we'll pop those in. Perhaps I'll edit those in later, post those to YouTube. And also this one, the booklet that labeled inside says notebook, and here we have like an art book here, some concept art. It looks like it's almost like a zine, if you're familiar with those like sort of mini magazines that are pretty popular in like subcultures. Some pretty awesome drawings here, along with some descriptions of some of the characters and some of the AI layouts and gameplay mechanics. Pretty neat, pretty cool. Black and white, of course, as you can tell by the video. All right, let's put that off to the side. The other thing we have here is the Hotline Miami playing cards, which I had mentioned before. So let's take a look. I don't think it includes all of them, so I think the idea is that these trading cards are supposed to be unique to each piece, right, to each edition. So if you wanted to collect all of them, I believe you have to coordinate with others. So we have here, the first one is Benny Smiles, and he's composed the song Hotline theme, appearing in Hotline Miami 2, which is pretty neat. Looks like there are Cameo characters. They actually list this. This one's number 6 of 35. That's pretty cool. I'm not going to go and read all of these cards, but just to give you an idea of what those look like, it looks like it's the in real life person that helped work on the game. And most of these trading cards include the musicians, the indie artists here. Here's another one right here. All right, this next one, Lippy Sound. He composed the songs Abyss Intro and Abyss, appearing in Hotline Miami 2. And these are Cameo characters, which if you've played these games are kind of hard to tell because you don't get to see their real faces. It's this overhead sort of isometric view of them. But that's pretty cool that they're able to incorporate these characters that worked on the game, that worked on the amazing, amazing music. Here's yet another musician here. Looks like this is a group of 2. Again, another cameo appearance in the game, which is kind of neat that you can see off to the side on that card of what they look like in-game. That's pretty awesome. Yet another one, another composer. Same situation, real life musician off to the side, and then in-game cameo as well. Okay, so that's that. Again, here's the mixtape of the cassette. Going to put that off to the side, again, with also the trading cards as well. Moving right along, let's see what's underneath all of this. And it looks like the only thing that's left is it might be the Steam keys that are in here, but there's like a little booklet. This might be the comic that I was describing earlier. And then probably the Steam keys, which I'm not going to reveal on camera, of course. Okay, so here's the cover of the comic, which looks like a bunch of the masks that you're able to wear in-game. That's pretty awesome. And then sort of black and white noir-style comics outlining like a new story of the game. Here's a color illustration in the middle of it. Pretty cool, right? And here's yet another. Let me pull over to another color illustration. Just incredible detail here. You got to really admire the style that they were going for with all these different animal heads, but then you also have like these beefy jocks who are just wielding chainsaws and katana blades and guns. It was such a unique experience playing those games, so incredibly visceral, and I think that's really demonstrated as well here in these comics, where you see like, you know, obviously like really detailed art here, you know, blood spatterings, of course, all in black and white. Okay, what else do we have here? This is that stencil that, I'm sorry, I'm holding it the wrong way. that matches the logo that's on the slipcover and that you'll recognize from the series. So this is the graffiti stencil, if you're into that sort of thing. I will not be using this, but you know, for all you graffiti artists out there. Here's this little like art card that we have here. And I've seen this before posted online. This was promotional art. I'm not sure whether or not it was concept art from Hotline Miami 2. Wrong number. And then on the other side here, I'm going to hold it the correct way in landscape. These are like the overhead views of a lot of the characters that you see that you get to play as overhead with the different animal heads. Pretty cool. I might frame that and put that up on the wall. If I ever get to meet one of these great makers, I might get them to autograph that. Well, that pretty much is it. It looks like that DVD of trailer footage that I showed you earlier. Let me pull it again into view. It looks like these... so there's trailer footage, and then it's the actual game discs. So I apologize. I was mistaken. So that is a custom DVD case, and of course unique packaging. But as I'm looking back at the website again... Yeah, so it includes just the game's in-disc version, which is exactly what I'm looking for. A lot of us collectors, you know, instead of getting just the digital copy, we want to own the actual physical retail copy. It feels like we actually own something and have actually invested in something that's a collector's item. So that's what pretty much I was looking for here. Even though it's a high asking price of $60, you're getting a lot for it. You're getting the cards, the cassette tape, the comic book, the stencil, of course, the postcard, and the game case. I hope you guys enjoyed the unboxing of the Gamers Edition of Hotline Miami 1 and 2. If you want to see more videos like this, and if you're into video games news, culture, history, even gaming-inspired music like chiptune, please subscribe to our channel. Also, check out our podcast. It's pretty cool, I have to admit, if I do say so myself. I'm a co-host with my brother every single week, and we talk about all those topics like I described before: news, culture, history. We have interviews occasionally. I think you're going to enjoy it if you're a huge video game fan. Check it out on our website, 1pvs2p.com. Again, the link will be in the description. You can listen to it on iTunes, Stitcher, everywhere you listen to your podcast. You can even listen directly on our site. We also run a blog as well. Great pieces on that. Thanks again for watching. Let us know what you think in the comments.